YouTube. What's up, baby? Back in this thing again with another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Cali, and today we're gonna be talking about the new Hawkeye show on Disney Plus. All right, so we're going straight in with this. You get the premise, you get the 3 favorite scenes, you get the grade, and then we on to the next one, baby. So, episode 1, Hawkeye, entitled "Never Meet Your Heroes." So, in the beginning, you got Kate hearing her parents argue. They find out that, she heard them arguing. Father comes up, makes sure she's okay. Then after that, he tells her, "Hey, go have some dinner go have some lunch with your mom." She goes down, has lunch with her mom. They have a little banter. Things get better, right? All of a sudden, Kate sees Thanos' henchmen, like the Jatari, and it's in 2012. You know what I'm saying, when the first Avengers attack happened, right? Things start crumbling. Things start getting blown up. A hole gets blown into her building. She's looking outside. Jatari riders is coming right towards her, and right as it's about to get to her, Hawkeye is on another building and shoots an arrow, blows that ship up. She looks on, she sees Hawkeye, and he's just taking out the Jatari and just taking them out. She's just so mesmerized by it, you know what I'm saying? It was a dope scene. It was a dope scene. Then, she's looking for her mom. She's looking for her father. Nobody comes, but then eventually her mom does end up coming, and you find out that the father dies, right? So then from there, you go to the funeral scene, and her mom is like, I got you. To Kate, she's like, her mom is like telling Kate, like, I got you. You don't have to worry about nothing. I know you, loved your father and everything like that, and you had a really close relationship with your father, but I'm here, I'm your mother, and I got you. You don't have to worry about anything. And she's like, Kate is like, do you think that, the people will come attack us again? And her mom is like, no, because they were shown what will happen if they ever do come back again. You know what I'm saying? And Kate is like, you know what? Like, I need to be able to protect us. You know what I'm saying? And the mom's like, I got us. Don't worry about it or whatever. And she's just thinking about in the means of, like, how she saw Hawkeye doing her thing. And the mom was like, can I get you anything? And then she's like, yeah, a bow and arrow. So obviously she's training on her own to become, kind of the next Hawkeye, you know what I'm saying? So that was that. So then we see the grown up Kate, and she breaks into this building. It's a bet going on. So she breaks into this building, and she's supposed to take a bow and arrow, or she's supposed to ring the bell. It's like this little bell that they have in the building at the school or whatever. So she breaks in the building, takes a bow and arrow, shoots it, and it doesn't shake the bell. So she takes another bow and arrow, attaches something to it, and shoots the rope that the bell would have in order to pull it. That way the bell can ring. She shoots the rope, and then the bell rings, and then her and her friends like, oh, you did it, you know what I'm saying? You overcame the bet, whatever it may be. All of a sudden she gets caught. And also, she breaks the bell. The bell falls out of the building. That was not what she was supposed to do. So she's in trouble, right? So then we flash forward and we see Hawkeye, and he's at this Avenger play, and it was just it was super cringy. It was pretty stupid. But as he's watching the play, he sees that, the person that's playing Black Widow, and he is automatically thrown back to Natasha and, just reminiscing about how she's gone, she's dead, and, that was one of his best friends, and he misses her, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of was too much for him. And he also find out that he has a hearing aid as well, from due to all the battles he had and everything like that, and plus he's getting older, you know what I'm saying? So, after the play, you kind of skip back, and you find out that it goes back to Kate's mom, and Kate and her mom are talking and everything like that about the whole thing, the bet, and her destroying the school bell and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, you see Kate's new man come out, Jack, and so she's she has a new boyfriend now. And then you go back to Hawkeye, and he's at dinner with his 3 kids, his 2 sons and daughter. And then we go back, and we find out what ends up happening is Kate apologizes to her mom. Her mom is like, you know what, cool. Why don't you make it up to me by coming to this little party that we got going on tonight? Just come along with me and Jack. And so she's like, okay, of course, whatever. So she goes there, and while she goes there, she ends up talking to this guy named Armand the Third, and he ends up telling Kate that your mom and Jack are actually about to get they're engaged. They're gonna get married, and so she's pissed off at her mom because her mom didn't say anything about this. So she goes to confront her mom about it, with the whole mean face and everything like that. And her mom, apologizes about it and everything like that. But she's like, is there any ounce of you that can be happy for me? You know what I'm saying? And, Kate is, of course, like, yes, I'll be happy for you or whatever. But she doesn't like Jack. So that's the whole reason of why she's, mad about the situation of her mom getting, remarried. So she, after all of this, she's like, you know what, I need some air. So she goes outside, she goes, takes a break or whatever. As she comes back in, she notices that Armand and her mom are actually having a conversation. It's like an argument type thing. So she's spying to hear what they're saying and everything like that. And then you see Armand come out the room, and then her mom comes out the room, and then Kate's like, what was going on there? What you guys talking about, whatever? And the mom's like, I don't know, da 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 da. So Kate decides to actually go follow Armand, just to find out a little bit more about, what's going on with him. So she follows him. He goes down into this basement of the party, and at the bottom it's like a wine cellar or whatever, and like the richest people are down there, and they're actually having a bid on certain items. So it's Armand down there. Kate followed him, of course, so she's down there, as well as Jack. He comes down there as well and sits next to Armand, and they're talking or whatever like that. And Kate is hearing everything that they're talking about. And there's an auction going on, and some of the items in the auction were kind of cool. What I'm saying, you had actually Ronan's sword that was in the auction, and then you had Ronan's outfit that was in the auction. All of a sudden, while Kate is trying to, hear out everything that's going on, an explosion happens, and these henchmen come in, and, what I'm saying, Kate, being that she's been dying to be this hero, what she does is she goes and she takes the Ronin suit and puts it on, and then fights all the henchmen, pretty much beats up all of them. And then there's this dog that she saw earlier, so she's trying to make sure that this dog is safe or whatever. The fight gets taken to the streets. The dog is like, worried about, what I'm saying, like, he's distracted from what he just saw. So he runs out to the street. He's about to get hit. She flips over a car, saves the dog, and then that was the end of that scene. So, and also Jack ends up taking the Ronin sword. So, anyways, Hawkeye. Flash forward to Hawkeye. Hawkeye and his kids are at home, and the news is on, and it runs out that this party was attacked and da 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 da, and we saw like Ronin there or whatever, like, and it's the first time we've seen him in a while since back in the day or whatever. And so he turns around, he's like, oh my god, like, I'm Ronin, like, so why what's going on? Anyways, you go from there. Kate breaks into Armand's house, and she ends up finding him dead, and so she's like, tripping out because she didn't do that, of course. And then we go from there to the henchmen find where Kate lives. The henchman finds Kate when she leaves Armand's house, and Hawkeye saves her right at the end. And you know, she's all in awe because it's Hawkeye, you know, her icon that she wants to be like. And then he's like, yo, who are you? You know what I'm saying? And then that's how the episode ends. I guess three of my favorite scenes from the show would be Kate's lucky shot in the beginning when she switched over to the bow and arrow, put that little like silver like claw on it, and then shot it, and it went like high up in the air and then came down and grabbed the rope and then started shaking it. That was dope. The fight at the auction, of course, when Kate takes the Ronin suit and fights the henchmen there. And then the fight at the end, you know what I'm saying, when the henchmen find her, they fight her, and then of course, you know, Hawkeye shows up and saves her. Three of your favorite scenes from the show. To me, I don't know. I love Marvel, and they can't do wrong, really. I think this show will get better as the time goes on and we get other characters in here. But for me, this was lackluster. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. But if you guys seen the episode, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and until next time.